If you were up late back then, you knew the feeling. Most guests came out hoping Johnny would like them. Don Rickles came out looking for an opening.
Look at this, he shot a bear and made an outfit.
Thank you.
Oh,
Fine, thank you, Don. Nice to see you.
You know what that is? That's ultra suede.
Oh, good. Well, how long have you had this?
I was waiting for you to sit down.
Oh, I thought it was an arthritis attack. I didn't know.
I always wait for my guests to sit first.
Sit down.
There you are.
Gonna strap me in, or can I talk first?
Don didn't need a prepared bit. Johnny's jacket, his timing, even the way he waited beside a chair, any of it could become the joke. And Johnny kept asking him back. Then, one night, Johnny came back to his desk and stopped.
Uh-oh.
What the hell happened to this? You know how long I've had this cigarette box on this desk?
You brought that out from New York City?
I brought this from New York. What on earth?
It happened last night.
Who?
Don Rickles.
I did not see the
Don
show
Rickles
last
did it last night. He's taping across the hall. CPO Sharkey.
Can I get over there? Can I get over there?
We'll come back to what Johnny did. First, why Don Rickles could get away with almost anything on that stage. Johnny gave him room to run, year after year. He even hung a nickname on Don that would follow him the rest of his career.
Best not to offend him before he comes out.
Mr. Warmth. Mr. Warmth,
Yes.
as I dubbed him some years ago. I've known Don for 17, 18, about 20 years, I guess. And he, as you well know, is the star. He told me in the hall, he said, I am the star of CPO.
CPO.
That just gives him something to get CPO Sharkey.
Mr. Warmth. The name stuck because it was the opposite of everything the audience saw. Don never eased into an appearance. He looked around, found his first target, and went to work. The night the set had a dog theme, Don took one look at his seat.
Couldn't you have checked with me? I'm wearing a gray slacks, blue blazer.
You worked a whole career and you wind up in a kennel. I want to thank you for this wonderful opportunity and for the Thank you so much for this opportunity, really.
Good spot.
I hope your dog gets the runs.
And the bigger Johnny got, the bigger a target Don made of him.
That's the longest milking of applause I have ever seen in my life, standing out there. What is it bowing and bowing?
I don't have $27 billion.
Went up, huh?
I need everything I can get. I'm not like you in Newhart standing on the highway going, God, no more money, please.
The insults sounded reckless. The timing never was. That was the Don Rickles everybody knew. Johnny knew another one. One evening in 1986, Johnny tried to describe the guest sitting across from him.
I gave you that appellation once, Mr. Warmth, didn't I? Because underneath all of this bravado...
Well, you're the one that gave me that
This
title.
bravado is kind of a pussycat underneath.
Well, sure, but you know, you'd be a pussycat, you wind up in an alley. You know, I figure being but you did give me the title, Mr. Warmth.
8 years earlier, one question about the Navy had already gotten past the jokes.
I think my original question was, did you rise above Seaman First Class?
His original question, right?
Yeah.
No, I never went beyond Seaman First Class. Primarily because I wasn't bright enough. I put myself down a little bit because respecting Newhart and you, college. I never went to college. I always dreamed.
Well, I didn't mean to bring. I wasn't.
No,
you down by saying.
No, you didn't bring me down. I'm saying it myself. I mean, I need help, doctor. But I always respected education. I really did.
Don never went to college. He studied acting instead, the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York. And his first feature film put him on a submarine set with Clark Gable and Burt Lancaster in the 1958 drama Run Silent, Run Deep. One of those two stars sized the new kid up fast.
Right. So when Gable walked in the room, I said, Mr. Gable, he said, call me Clark. I said, well, sir, I just want to say it's a great treat to be in this film with you. He said, I want to tell you something, kid. You know something? You're crazy, you pick on people. But remember, what you do, the world's going to jump on you. And when they do what Gable does. Take a belt of booze, look up and say, hey, God, I'm doing my best. Remember.
15 years later, Johnny pointed at the calendar. And this time, Don didn't reach for a joke.
I mean, you can pick on him and you can pick on me, but just because coming up now, next month, March, I think, 14th, something like that?
Yeah, March 14th, something
is
like
your
that,
25th, the silver wedding anniversary,
Yes,
right?
right, yeah.
Now, that's
25 years.
important. But, sure.
That anniversary was real. Don married Barbara in 1965, and they stayed married for the rest of his life, 52 years, in a business where almost nothing lasts. Johnny saw that side of him. Most people only ever saw the other one. Going after Johnny was one thing. He could take it and give it right back. But Don never stopped with the host. Anyone close enough to the desk was fair game. In the fall of 1976, Frank Sinatra was sitting beside Johnny, and Don was in the building. Then Don said something he'd waited 14 years to say to Sinatra's face.
But I tell you, I'm a Jew and you're an Italian. And here we have what? And this is a great Irishman. This is America.
Yes, true.
And that's why I just want to say, before we go any further, for 14 years, Johnny Carson kept saying, do you really know Frank? And I want you to know, Frank, I worship you and I love you. I really mean this.
Sinatra took the compliment and answered with a story of his own.
And he came over to the table and he said, Frank, do me a favor, will you? He said, I'm sitting with a very pretty girl and I'm trying to make out, you know. And he said, I told her I know you and she really doesn't believe me. Would you stop by the table? I said, all right. I was just about finished. I was down to the espresso. And finally he went back and I walked by the table and I said, how are you, Don? Nice to see you. He said, can't you see I'm eating, Frank? What are you doing? I went for the whole thing. I stood with my mouth open.
Sinatra could hold his own. Ed McMahon mostly just smiled through it, and 7 years later, Don was still at it.
But I love you, Ed. The dinner party at your home was so lovely.
Thank you.
Victoria, a lovely dinner party.
Thank
All
you.
the celebrities were there.
Yeah.
It was so great, really.
Thank you.
He invited me once to go to the beachcomber at the beach to suck sand for a half hour. I mean, he's one of the big spenders. The last time I was at your house, I think it was 1812, when Washington was getting his wig fixed.
By then, Don had been away from Johnny's couch for 2 years, long enough for something like sincerity to build up.
A lot of years, between you and Ed, a lot of years. It started in New York when I first came on the show, and I wrote this, which you didn't even hear about, on the Today Show with Brian Gumbo. I made a whole speech about you, and I know you're the last
I heard you
guy
said
to...
some very nice things.
Yes, I did. Well, I had a headache.
Oh.
But I did. I said some things, which, in all honesty, I mean. You have paved the way for many, many people, and I say from the bottom of my heart, now that we're face-to-face after 2 years, I never liked you.
Sinatra got the worship. Ed got the jokes. But the man Don kept coming back for was the one behind the desk, and every few years, Don told him exactly why. Don rarely let gratitude stand on its own, but every so often, he handed Johnny a sentence. Flip Wilson ever credited this show as his big break. For everybody else, the story began somewhere else. Still, the friendship ran on needling more than thank yous, and Johnny had learned to get his shots in before Don even reached the chair.
And this gentleman, a dear friend, really. And on Friday, November 14th, he's going to have another shot at immortality. They're going to give him a special on another network. And NBC is countering that show with something entertaining. He's also going to host right here, the week of when? October the 13th, I believe. Would you welcome this year's poster child for rabies, Don Rickles.
By 1978, Don had been thanking Johnny on the air for more than a decade.
You know, and you hate to get like, thank you, Johnny, thank you. You know, I've thanked you many times, you know. Oh, boy, did I thank you. But you were always a great guy. You always kept saying, did you thank me? And Ed always, good old Ed, always backed it up by saying, did you thank Johnny? And my whole life has been thank you. And now I tell you guys, I don't need you.
Don came up in the nightclub lounges of the 50s, where a comic could work for 20 years and never be seen outside the room he was standing in. Johnny didn't create the act. He put it in front of the country. Decades later, Don put what that meant into one sentence.
When you started out with your magic act, you know, I'm sure the whole crowd got up and said, you stink.
Well, no,
But,
no, they didn't.
They did.
No, I did a good act.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You gotta go along with it, to be honest. No, but you know what I'm saying. In those days, it was tough. You know, you did all those. And it's everything, to the young comedians that are coming up today, they got the improv places, the comedy stores. In our day, we didn't have that.
Didn't exist.
We just had you.
For years, that was the rhythm. The jabs on top, the debt underneath. Then, one night in 1976, Don broke something that wasn't part of the act. It started the night before. Bob Newhart was filling in at Johnny's desk, and Don was his guest.
This is now your land. You take. Oh, Carson's cigarette box. Oh, I broke his box. I broke Carson's cigarette box. It's my Johnny's box. Johnny's cigarette box. Wait a minute.
The next night, Johnny found it. And, "Can I get over there?" wasn't a rhetorical question.
I don't give a damn if they're on the air. Rickles! Hold! Stop the taping. Stop the taping. Somebody broke my cigarette box. Come here.
On Johnny's stage, Don was always the intruder. For one night, Johnny took the role for himself.
I just started the show. I picked my box up off my desk that I've had for 9 years. My box is broken. They told me you broke it on the show last night.
Well, I really...
You big dummy.
The apology came fast. Johnny wasn't done collecting.
No, but I'm sorry about the box.
Yes,
I will.
all right.
I will come up with something.
Well, I hope so.
But just keep me on your show. You mean so much to me. Can I?
No,
Please.
No. Don't humble yourself.
Please, I want to be with you so bad.
Don't humble yourself, brother. I want something back. Okay, carry on.
Don could push Johnny just about anywhere. That night, Johnny pushed back and walked off with the one thing Don almost never surrendered: the last word. March 5th, 1992. Carson had announced he was stepping down that spring, and everyone in that studio knew it. For Don Rickles didn't need the last word.